That infinity was 1. That infinity squared. That is infinity cube. That is infinity box. The infinity go back.
Omega to the power of epsilon null. Omega to the power of psi 3. Unlimited omega. Negative 7 zero. Santa Star Tronitro. Pegasus Quadronitro. Jean Saucide Quadronico. Wethair Economico. Pepe Papa Blackbo. Kavike Saga Higo. Ogas Bungos Moraliaso. Calabosan Omega. Redown Asian Omega. Ungayo Shago Station Omega. Predictable Ultimate Iso Omega. Absolute everything. Absolute everything. Absolute G's getting. Absolute collecting. Absolute Omega. Absolute end. Absolute omega end. Absolute true end. Absolute beyond true end.
Crores, absolute crores square, absolute crores power, absolute pyre, absolute crores cube, absolute crores double cubes, absolute crores super cubes,
absolute infinity square, absolute infinity power, absolute pyre, absolute infinity power, absolute crores, absolute infinity power, absolute crores power, absolute pyre, absolute infinity square, absolute infinity cube, absolute infinity double cubes.
Absolute extreme. Absolute extreme square. Absolute extreme power, absolute pure. Absolute extreme power, absolute crores. Absolute extreme power, absolute crores power, absolute pure. Absolute extreme power, absolute infinity. Absolute extreme power, absolute infinity power, absolute pure. Absolute extreme power, absolute infinity power, absolute cores. Absolute extreme power, absolute infinity. Power, absolute cores, power, absolute pure. Absolute extreme cube. Absolute extreme double cubes. Absolute extreme super cubes.
Quint Power. Quint Power Power, Absolute Power. Quint Power Power, Absolute Crores. Quint Power Power, Absolute Power. Quint Power Power, Absolute Extreme. Super Everything Power Everything. Quint Power Cube. Quint Power Double Cubes. Quint Power Super Cubes.
Sex PR. Sex PR Power Absolute PR. Sex PR Power Absolute Crores. Sex PR Power Absolute Infinity. Sex PR Power Absolute Extreme. Sex PR Power Quint PR. Super Duper Everything Power Everything. Sex PR Cube. Sex PR Double Cubes. Sex PR Super Cubes.
Sect Pyre. Sect Pyre Power Absolute Pyre. Sect Pyre Power Absolute Crores. Sect Pyre Power Absolute Infinity. Sect Pyre Power Absolute Extreme. Sect Pyre Power Quint Pyre. Sect Pyre Power Sext Pyre. Mega Everything Power Everything. Sect Pyre Cube. Sect Pyre Double Cubes. Sect Pyre Super Cubes.
Alt Power. Alt Power Power Absolute Infinity. Alt Power Power Absolute Power. Alt Power Power Absolute Crores. Alt Power Power Absolute Infinity. Alt Power Power Absolute Extreme. Alt Power Power Quint Power. Alt Power Power Sex Power. Alt Power Power Set Power. Ultra Everything Power Everything. Alt Power Cube. Alt Power Double Cubes. Alt Power Super Cubes.
Extreme affinity.